ਆਪਣੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੁਝ ਦੱਸੋ ਸਪੇਸ ਐਂਡ ਸਾਇੰਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਪੈਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਇਆ?
When I was 7 years old, मेरी entire journey है वो start हुई. So I was like playing games on my little PC, and then my dad comes up to me, and then there is a long story. So I'll just make it really crisp because I have talked about it a lot of times. So it just that something kicked out of me, and I started working on the sector in web development. So I'm working on programming and developing websites. So I guess 7 years and some months and some days on a specific day, I made up a website, and then for that, I got a world record for being the world's youngest webmaster. Essentially, I guess that was the moment that initially connected me to the world of technology, and usto baad, I started diving deeper. When as I was 12, I was very much interested into theoretical science. So I started writing a book, and I wrote a book on theoretical physics on the nature of time. And I created a hypothetical scenario कि अगर time रुक जाएगा तो क्या होएगा. And on that scenario, I wrote an entire physics novel. I mean, you can say it a novel. It is like 47 pages, but I just started in like a little bit of more dynamics of sciences, which is more towards physics, oriented towards advanced concepts. And that's how I even got the Pradhan Mantri Bal Puruskar from the President of India. And then I met with the Prime Minister in 2020. ਸੋ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਜਰਨੀ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਹੋਈ. ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਾਲ ਪੁਰਸਕਾਰ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਆਈ ਮੇਡ ਅ ਲੋਟ ਆਫ ਕਨੈਕਸ਼ਨ. ਸੋ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਇੱਕ ਅਚੀਵਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਯੂ ਨੈਟਵਰਕ ਵਿਦ ਪੀਪਲ, ਯੂ ਹੈਵ ਅ ਨਿਊ ਐਕਸਪੋਜਰ ਟੂ ਵਟ ਦ ਵਰਲਡ ਹੈਜ਼ ਟੂ ਆਫਰ ਫॉर ਯੂ. ਸੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਸੇਮ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੋਈ. ਬਾਲ ਪੁਰਸਕਾਰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਇਆ ਤੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਆਇਆ, ਆਈ ਗੈਸ 2-3 ਮੰਥਸ ਬਾਅਦ ਪੈਂਡੇਮਿਕ ਡਿਕਲੇਅਰ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਕੋਵਿਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. I was in home. During COVID, I also made a website called COVID Care Jammu, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ specifically for Jammu region it was, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ self contact tracing ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਸੀ. We can do self risk assessment, and then we collaborated with doctors to provide telemedicine services all for free, and then we volunteered, we donated masks, and when there was second wave, we started donating plasma. ਸੋ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਕਨੈਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਵੀ ਵਧੇ, ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਆਈ ਡਿਡ ਅ ਲਿਟਲ ਬਿਟ ਆਫ ਹਿਊਮੈਨਿਟੇਰੀਅਨ ਵਰਕ, ਸੋਸ਼ੀਓ ਟੈਕ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. Then I realized I had to do something even after that, because I didn't have to stop. ਇੱਕ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਕ inspiration ਸੀ that I probably have to do more things to remain active, and ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਆਪਣੀ profile build up ਇਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਾਂ. But essentially that was not the entire aim when I was making the satellite. I'm like of a person, if you tell something to me, I'm gonna work on it. I won't stop. अगर तुझसे कोई एक चीज बोल भी दोगे ना वे, let's say if you're doing a podcast today, maybe after a few weeks I will like, okay, now I'm starting my own podcast channel. So I'm just inspired from seeing new things happening around the world. And then I got to know about cube satellites, which is essentially a smaller structure of satellites which can easily be launched into space. Making a satellite, to be honest, is not easy. People think CubeSat is essentially a satellite toy that anyone can build up and then you can launch it to space. Trust me, it's not easy. But when I started up with this, I essentially started up just making a student satellite project that I can launch with ISRO. But as time went on, I started learning new things, new concepts. I started advancing in technologies, and usto baad, I made an advanced demonstrator of it. It's called InCube, and it is the first open source satellite of India. It was also recently covered by a lot of national newspapers, and there
Oh,
were
wow.
also reaction videos from streets of Pakistan, which is like really funny. Um, the thing is that for me, अगर मैं space sector though I dived into the space sector, I started with the student satellite project, but then I realized specific problems that do exist in the particular industry that I had personally solved, and that's how I went on from my simple research lab, जो भी मैं इस करके incorporate कराई थी ताकि वो अपनी satellite को launch कर सका, because of course I need a corporate name for the agreements of launch. After that, I realized there is a problem. I have enough experience, and I think I have that a little bit of entrepreneurial mindset that can make me solve those problems. And then I incorporated my second company. It's called Orbital Notes. It's more of a stealth space startup. So what we are going to do, missions, aims, is only known to investors and the VCs we have pitched to so far. We haven't made it public yet in order to maintain some sort of competitive edge. But what we say is like building the spaceship. So essentially, a little bit of slang to represent that. Let's say if we are in the company, we are a group of few space nerds, and we're talking about something. We're talking about something that has not yet happened, or we want to solve, It's just like, you say, okay, we want to go to Venus. No one has ever went to Venus. And next day, yeah, we are making a probe to the Venus. We want to ship space technology as fast as that with our new company.